Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This afternoon I am out for the sunset and I am down at Portland Bill. Yeah, Portland Bill Lighthouse is just over there, you can just see the top of it. And I'm out with the new Vanguard Alta 2 Plus CB100, giving it a go for the first time, photographing some crashing waves and seeing what I can get. So conditions are really moody right now. It's just a blanket of grey cloud and it's got a bit of texture to it. But it is really nice and it looks really good, especially doing like half-second exposures and getting the waves moving and getting that gritty black and white look. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've set up a composition with Pulpit Rock on the left-hand third, shooting f13 and half-second exposures, and it's just about waiting for the waves to come in, crash over, and then retreat back out into the ocean and capturing 4 or 5 images then and seeing what looks good later on when we get back and put it on the Mac. So the trick with this style of photography is just patience, and you could rattle off like 150 or 200 images, and I pretty much have done that already, and maybe 1 or 2 will be perfect to how you want it. So it's just patience, maybe sit it out for half an hour or so and just let the waves come in, because they come in sets, and every now and again it goes flat for a little while and then you'll have like 30 seconds of sets coming in, and just continuously shoot maybe 20 or 30 pictures every time it crashes in and starts to retreat back out. Yeah, you'll be amazed with the results you can get if you just sit it out and wait. And patience is the key, even though it's freezing cold. So this is my first proper outing since I got back from the Lake District, and I am missing the Lake District like crazy. But it is nice to get back down on the Dorset coastline and do what I'm used to doing. If you haven't checked out any of my videos there, I'll put a link to some just here, and you can check them out. We had some amazing conditions, and it was yeah, it was a really good trip with some good people. So yeah, do check them out. So first impressions of the new Vanguard tripod is it's really good. It's super strong. I love the carbon fiber feel, and it's really strong. It feels like a real quality product in your hand, and it's got some really nice like quarter turn locks for the legs, and it's a lot better than having to screw it like the other tripods I used to have. It feels like it's worth a lot more money than it actually is. Really stable so far. It's pretty windy out here right now, and having no issues with it whatsoever. So yeah, straight out of the box, really impressed. So I wanted to disclose that I am an ambassador for Vanguard, but that doesn't hinder my opinion on the tripod at all. I actually genuinely think it is a quality product, and I was lucky enough that they sent me the VO2, the one that this camera sat on now, to go to the Lake District with, because I needed a travel tripod, and they sent me the VO2 tripod for the Lake District, and that is a quality tripod. As you can see from my videos and the Lake District videos, it really did handle the elements well, and we had some bad weather up there. And I got back and I spoke to Vanguard. I wanted to get rid of my 55 Manfrotto, and the equivalent of that is the Alta 2, and they sent me the carbon one, and it just feels really good. I'm not paid to say any of this, and I'm not persuaded to say any of this. They did send it to me, but it is my honest opinion. It feels a lot more expensive than it is. I think it retails about £349. One thing I love about it the most is these twist locks. They're not like a continuous twist, they're a quarter turn and that's it, and then a quarter turn back, and then that's locked in place. It feels like it should be £600 or £700. So yeah, first impression so far is I really like it. It's not too heavy, it's only 2.2 kilos, and I don't really feel it on my back. One thing I was missing on the VO2 when I was in the Lake District was a bubble level actually on the legs of the tripod, because the travel tripods don't have it. This one does. It's got a very unique center column on this one that you can get right down to the floor, and have it at any degree as well, which is really clever. I don't think I necessarily use it unless I was doing product photography or if I needed to get the camera down into a weird situation. But yeah, so far so good, really like it, nice and stable, feels good, feels strong, and yeah, really nice. So it's really windy, it's really cold, it's really grey, and usually I wouldn't really be out photographing anything in this weather. It's just a bit bland and it just doesn't look like there's much going to happen. But sometimes when I've come out and I've done shoots in weather like this, I have got some really good images, so I'm just going to stick with it and see what happens. I have framed up a composition now using the lighthouse on the right hand third, and I've popped the big stopper in, and it's that dark on f11 at ISO 100, it's giving me an exposure of 1/4 of a second. So I put the 10 stop filter in, and that's giving me nearly 4 minutes. So I'm going for a really super long exposure, just to see if I can get anything different than just this boring grey sheet of cloud that we have. I'm still hopeful for a bit of light for sunset, but I'm going to try this one for now. Okay, so I'm close to giving up. I just put the drone up and had a look around and shot a bit of B-roll. I can see the horizon with the drone, and that gap is starting to light up. You can just see there I'm starting to get a few little bits of pink come through, and I've been waiting now for about half an hour for something to happen, and I can see it happening just out of frame. So I'm just going to stick with it now, because if I run over there and try and find a composition, it's going to be all gone. That's the joys of landscape photography. Unfortunately, it can be cruel sometimes, and sometimes you can be rewarded. I think tonight may be a bust, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to give it another 5 or 10 minutes, because it is starting to light up. It looks so nice over there now, but just if it came into my composition, it would be, yeah, really, really nice. Look at the colour of my face. I packed up quickly as I could see it was just starting to fire off. The sun's dropped down through that gap and it is blowing up, and it's only going to last a minute or so. So I quickly legged it to see if there was no composition here. I don't think there is. I'm happy with that other shot that I got, but absolutely spectacular. Really, really amazing. Instantly warm too. So this is why landscape photography is so hard. There you go, look at that. Unbelievable sunset. I knew the sun was going to come down through this gap, and I stuck with my gut. I went over the other side to see if I could photograph the lighthouse and hope that I could get some rays come across. And I've just legged it back over here towards Pulpit Rock now to see if there was a composition with all this light. Gutted that I missed it, but still I get to witness it, and what a sunset that really is. I did manage to get another shot about 30 seconds ago with some of this light in it, but it's kind of cut off back here and over there, so it doesn't really look like I wanted it to. It doesn't have that fiery sky like it should have had. I stuck with my gut and I went over to the lighthouse, and this time I didn't get it, so a little bit gutted. But that is the joys of landscape photography. Sometimes you win them and sometimes you lose, and unfortunately tonight I lost, and that could have been something really, really special. So I'm going to finish this one here, guys. Sorry this vlog was all over the place, and I was talking about the tripod and talking about the sunset and my settings and stuff, but sometimes it just goes nuts and the conditions change all the time, and I have to change what I'm doing in a split second. Sometimes it won't flow as it should do, but I hope you guys understand. And a lot of you guys know what landscape photography is all about. It really can be a bugger sometimes. So thank you very much for checking in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope it's given you a bit of a giggle. Give us a like, write us a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do consider clicking that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one.